Hey guys, Slim Shitty here, and today I have another story time for you. But before we get into the story time, just remember to please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content so that you can support me, and put the bell notification on so that you'll get notified for future videos. Alright, but all of that aside, let's get right into the story time. Alright, so basically it all started in 8th grade when I was in English class, which was my first period, and it was the first day of school, so everyone's coming off of summer break. Everyone's not happy to see their teachers and the amount of fucking work that they have for them, but well, that's how things go on the first week for us. Anyways, so when I first met this teacher, who we're gonna call Miss Smith. Now, Miss Smith seemed like a really chill teacher, you know, like the type of teacher that would like grade your work even though it's like 10 days late or something like that type of chill. Wouldn't really give a fuck about the class and just teach if you weren't really disturbing anyone else. Key highlights of this teacher is that she had like a really high-pitched voice, like sounding like something like out of a fucking Disney cartoon, like trying to fucking sing to birds and animals and shit, like going in an enchanted forest or something. And she also had this pet turtle named Shelly, who was like in the corner of the classroom that was in a cage that would just like not do anything. It would just sit there, look fucking depressed as ever. Like the entire class looked depressed, so it just joined alongside them. But this story time's not about how like the entire class is depressed. No, this story time's about how my English teacher was a complete bitch to me and a complete bitch to my friends too. So the first time that she was a real bitch to me was when I was sitting in the front of the class. So like me and my friend were sitting alongside, we were in the corner near the exit, right? There's 2 exits in our school, like in every classroom. And then like me and him are just making jokes, you know, we're doing what we usually do, just fucking around and stuff like that, just playing video games on our Chromebooks. But Miss Smith was not having it that day, and she was like, "John and Mike, get back to work." And we were like, whoa, calm down, what the fuck, what's up with her today? And then she was just like, do I really have to send you guys to the principal's office? And we were like, dude, we were just messing around, calm down. We were just like fucking watching YouTube on our Chromebooks. No need to send us to the fucking principal's office. But also this bitch would make like snarky ass comments to me. Like one time she was talking like before a test and like saying, don't cheat. And then like she looked at me and like the entire class laughed. And I gotta admit, that's kind of funny, but at the same time that's also pretty fucked up, because like you're saying this to one of your students, like basically saying, oh yeah, I know you fucking cheat, you dumbass, so don't fucking let me catch you or else I'm sending your ass to the principal's office. And I was just fucking stunned at that, because like I would not expect that from a teacher, a professional who's trained to teach children. But I was like, okay, whatever, I don't really give a shit about this teacher. She doesn't respect me and I don't respect her. It's similar fucking feels, so I couldn't care less on what she thinks of me. And one of the times she got mad at my friend was he was like doing this like stupid ass dance. He was like in front of the entire class when we were like all sectioned off, like reading Romeo and Juliet or whatever, because like in 8th grade we were forced to read that, which sucked completely. Fuck Romeo and fuck Juliet, they both deserved it. But also back to the story, my friend Bryson, who is like on the chair backwards, basically like going up and down on it like he's riding a horse, and he's like yeehaw and stuff like that, and then he purposely or accidentally falls on his back and everyone's starting to laugh, and she's like, that is not funny, Bryson, get up right now. Bryson, I swear to God, I will send you to the principal's office if you do not stop. So this bitch is like handing out principal threats left, right, and center, handing them out like she's a fucking newspaper boy, basically. And we're just all like, okay, well, she doesn't like any of us, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna really piss her off and see how much we can piss her off. So I can kind of understand why she was a bitch to us completely, because we were kind of dicks to her. She said that she has dealt with multiple students who have also acted just like us, so she knows how to deal with us, but she was just like not having it those days. Another time when she completely went off was on my friend Sam, who was just like messing around in the back of the class. He was on his computer. Now, just keep in mind that Sam is like a bit of a troublemaker. He's like, he does anything to piss off a teacher's assistant, a teacher's aide, or just a teacher in general. Has been like sent to the principal's office like 9,000 times, but he always seems to come back, and it's actually pretty funny. So this time Sam was just on his computer. I think he was playing Slope or something, or watching YouTube, and then she basically just comes out of nowhere and is like, Sam, do I have to take your computer away? And Sam was like, no, I'm just doing work on here. And she was like, well, I saw a few seconds ago you were goofing off, so do I need to take it away? He's like, no, I'll just put it away. And that's just what Sam did. He put it away in his bag. The entire class was laughing, and Miss Smith was pretty pissed about that. So she was just like fucking huffed and puffed and blew the house down, basically, like trying to show off how angry she was. No one gave a shit at this point because Miss Smith was just being a complete bitch to everyone. One time when we were in independent reading time, which, yeah, I know, it sounds stupid. In fucking middle school, we still have to do independent reading time, but okay. It's fucking stupid, but yeah, we were doing independent reading time, and I didn't have a book with me because I didn't want to check one out from the library. So I basically just went in my bag and I saw a Romeo and Juliet book from what we were reading, and then I was reading that, right? And then she like is at her desk updating grades, and then I look up for a second and she's just fucking staring at me, like giving me fucking dead eye looks, and like it was just so fucking awkward just staring at her for like 2 seconds. And then I glanced back at my book and glanced back at her. And then like I try and show her the book, and then she's like, "John, stop reading that." And I was like, "It's a book. Calm down, Miss Smith." And then she was like, "No, it's Romeo and Juliet. Stop reading it now." And then I was like, okay, let me just finish the page. And then she's like, "No, now." And like she screams in front of the entire class, like fucking having a tantrum over it. I'm like, okay, calm down. And she's like, "Don't tell me to calm down, just pick up a book." And then I just walk up in front of the entire class, I grab a book, and then I just start reading it. And then she's like, "That's better." And it's like, bro, why are you so fucking intrigued about English? What the fuck is there to be intrigued about? There's nothing in there. It's fucking boring as ever. But the final time that just made me know that my English teacher was such a bitch to me and like just hated me, like absolutely fucking abhorred me, was the time when I was sick. So this was during midterms or finals, like where we had to take this test before we go into a new semester, basically. You guys probably know it since most of you guys watching my videos are in school right now, or in my fucking school. So yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so we finished the finals, and then we watched the Romeo and Juliet movie, the like 1980s, 60s version. I don't know. I don't really want to check it. But anyways, like I was like really sick, like having diarrhea and stuff like that, having like a little flu, and I was like, "Miss Smith, I don't really feel so good. Do you think I can go to the bathroom?" And then she was like, "No, when the movie's over." And the movie wouldn't be over for like another 30 minutes. I'm like, "Miss Smith, no, really, I need to use the bathroom." She's like, "You can wait." And then I was like, "Miss Smith, I am sick. Can I please go to the bathroom?" And she's like, "You know what? Go to the nurse and don't come back." And that's what I did. I was in the nurse's bathroom, like, having a fucking shitstorm. And, like, the nurse is like, "Oh, honey, you're not okay. You need to call your mom." And I'm like, "My mom's at work right now. Can you call my grandma?" And that's what she did. She called my grandma. My grandma picked me up. And she was like, "Well, what took you so long? You said you were feeling sick, like, an hour ago." And I was like, "Yeah, my English teacher wouldn't let me out of class." She's like, "Are you fucking serious right now?" I'm like, "Yeah." And like my aunt was also in the car. I don't know why, but she was also there, and she was like just talking with me. And she's like a therapist and stuff like that, and she's like worked in the school industry, so she knows. And she's like, "Yeah, that's not ethical. That's not what teachers should do." And I was like, damn, this teacher is really a bitch to me. So when I came back, I left my bag in there because I didn't want to go back and look at her. So when I came back after being sick, I was like, "Hey, Miss Smith, sorry about that. I had the flu." And then she was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." And like with a fake ass smile just giving me and just looking at me. And then like when class started, she was just acting like a bitch again, like not even acknowledging that I was sick, and like keeping my bag over the weekend, and like just like being a complete bitch to me. She didn't say, "Oh, I'm so sorry for holding you." She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you." Like she wasn't purposely holding me back. So I don't know what to fucking tell you. So I got it back, and then I did my work. And then the best part about the story is I graduated 8th grade. I was so happy to walk up on that stage because our school does like a promotion from middle school to high school. And then I was walking on that stage, and I was just so happy to hear my name, get my fucking certificate saying I participated and shit like that. And I walked off there fucking having the biggest smile on my face, holding the middle finger up and saying, "Fuck you, Miss Smith. Fuck you." And that's where the story ends. So, moral of the story is, if you're an English teacher or a teacher in general, just don't be complete dicks to your fucking students. Try and make them want to learn. Like, make it fun for them. And if you can't, just don't be a bitch or a dick to them in general, because that's how you just are not one of their favorites and you're just treated like shit. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. I will be uploading more tomorrow. I'm sorry for not uploading yesterday. I just had a lot of shit to do. Had a lot of homework and shit like that. But since it's going to be a 3-day weekend for me, I'm going to be cranking out videos left, right, and center. So just get prepared for that. But this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know this is a longer video because we hit 50 subscribers. So fucking happy about that. Thank you guys so much for that. But anyways, guys, I am your host, Slim Shitty, as always, and I will see all you guys in the next episode. Bye, byes.